Up next on Lion TV, we have some announcements from around campus, a look at your updated weather forecast, and another episode with Kennedy and Amy.
And I'm Jake Williams, and here with some sports updates from around campus and nationally. All that and more, Lion TV starts now.
Today is Wednesday, February 7th. Thank you for joining us. I'm Brooklyn Morgan.
And I'm Josh Cremines. Glad to be here with you this morning on another episode of Lion TV. More glad than usual, just because I don't have to cover sports this week.
You did a fantastic job last week, and I'll have to say it's going to be way more difficult today. There's a lot to cover, especially after one of the biggest sports days of the year.
Thanks, Brooklyn. And you're absolutely right. Thankfully, we have our sports meister, Jake Williamson, to best update you on those crazy festivities from this past weekend.
But before we get into our more interesting coverage this morning, here are a few announcements to keep you updated on what's happening here on campus. The Arkansas Game and Fish Commission invites any interested students to get involved in the Searcy Leading Edge Trap Team. Hooked yet? If so, you can find flyers with more information in the East and West offices.
We all know what it's like to being a little late on assignment or being targeted class, but that doesn't always have to be a bad thing. Right now, any students with late library fines can bring a food item for the SHS food pantry and reduce your fines by 50 cents for each item. You could greatly help a fellow student out in need.
Any seniors who plan on pursuing a career as a medium and heavy truck driver technician have a unique opportunity for scholarship courtesy of the Arkansas Trucking Association. They will be accepting applications from the interested students for their scholarship through March 16th. So don't pass up this great opportunity. Applications can be found in the Guidance Center.
For you students aspiring to be professionals in the field of healthcare, you do not want to be passed up Unity Health Camp program this June. The Careers and Medical Professions program is a specialized program for such interested high school students, and applications are available now. You can download an application at the link below. This application will be due April 6th.
Juniors, don't forget you'll be taking the ACT here on campus later this month, and taking some time to prepare for the test will definitely pay off in the future. You can go to the link below to help you out.
This past weekend, many of our Lions performed at state conventions for the All-State Honors, and we are very excited to congratulate and recognize these students today. From SHS Orchestra, receiving All-State Honors are Travis Ebner, Daniel Ebner, and Walker Hendricks. Travis and Danny also made the top elite chamber orchestra. From SHS Band, seniors Victoria Brown, Margaret Lim made the All-State Band. And finally, the SHS choir, Abby Feather, Savannah Brown received All-State Honors with Daniel Ebner and Victoria Brown pulling double time, making the All-State choir as well. Be sure to show these amazing performers some great appreciation.
I'm sure you've noticed our Line TV cast and crew have grown a bit since last semester, and with the addition of senior Kennedy Bell, our famous trending topic segment has grown to be Kennedy and E, you might could say.
Let's throw things over to them.
Let's get trendy. Everybody now gets trendy.
Welcome back to E&E. Everett can't come to the camera right now, but that's because I thought you were gonna finish it. She's dead. Let's get serious. Okay. Welcome back to E. I'm Emily, and Everett's not here today, so I'm here, and I'm really short compared to her, so I have a box. This is Kennedy. Welcome to E and K. We got it. Yeah. So Kennedy, did you watch the Super Bowl?
Of course I watched the Super Bowl.
What about the commercials?
I watched the commercials too, yeah.
Did you see Pringles commercial?
Mm-mm.
What the heck, Kennedy?
With the stacking!
Yes, here it is.
Wow, you can stack different flavors? Nobody asked you, Kevin!
Although the commercials were great, my husband, Rob Gronkowski, didn't win. But in other news, Kylie Jenner had her baby.
And she uploaded an 11-minute video to YouTube to show us all about her journey.
Here's my favorite clip of that video.
When you're 20 years old, you're just figuring out your life. You don't know what you want. You're an indecisive teenager and you're just becoming a young adult. And there was one thing that your mom knew for sure, and that was you.
So Kennedy, how many times did you cry watching that video?
I cried definitely 9 times watching that video.
That's how many times I listened to the Culture 2 album. Have you heard of it?
Of course I've heard of it. I'm not uncultured.
Takeoff, Offset, and Quavo released a banging new hit.
Stir fry.
Dance with my dogs in the nighttime. Roof. That's all we have for today's edition of E and K, K and E, what do you want to call it? Either or.
I'm on a box. I'm really
Back to the news desk.
Thanks, ladies.
Moving along, here's Blake Farley covering your latest updated weather forecast.
Good morning, Cersei. I'm Blake Farley here with your latest weather updates. So today you can expect partly cloudy skies with a 10% chance of rain, a high at 45 degrees, winds going north, 12 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 70% and your sun rose at 7:01 a.m. Later sunrise is a sign of spring, of course. But anyways, on to tonight. We'll have clear skies with a 10% chance of rain still in the forecast, low of 23 degrees. Winds will be going north-northeast at 3 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 94% and your sun will set at 5:41 p.m. Now, comparing to the almanac, our averages are a little bit higher than what the actual temperatures are right now. We're looking at 52 for a high and 28 for your low. And then for the monthly average of precipitation, we have 3.82 inches, and we've still got a lot to go, looking at a month to date of 0.18 inches. So you can expect to see some more precipitation in the forecast. Anyways, let's take a look at your 5cast. Thursday, you can expect sunny skies with a high of 51 and a low of 33. Still a 10% chance of rain in the forecast. Friday, things will warm up just a bit, mostly sunny skies and a 20% chance of rain. You are very much going to see some rain Saturday, 90% chance, high of 52, low of 32, things cooling down just a bit. Sunday, that rain will carry into the morning with a 40% chance for the day, a high of 41 and a low of 26, and things will continue to cool off as the sun comes back out for a little while. And Monday, good chance that the rain will be out of the forecast, but we still have a 40% chance, and we'll see some partly cloudy skies, which means the sun's going to come back out. And so to speak to that precipitation, we can expect to see that kind of intermittent over the rest of the week, but you never know, and I guess we'll just have to see how the weather goes.
I'm sure hoping it snows a little bit.
I hope it gets warmer, not snow.
I'm going to be with Brooklyn on this one. This is my time of year. I'm ready for the cool weather, but
such a shame.
I mean, we don't have to come back either.
That's true.
For lunch today, we'll be having turkey and cheese panini and spaghetti and meatballs, dinner rolls, baby carrots, baked beans, pineapple chunks, grape, cupcake, and milk. Big thanks to our wonderful cafeteria staff for preparing those meals for us as we speak. Be sure to pass on the gratitude in person yourself.
Certainly, honestly, Brooklyn, I wish we could get to know more of the staff here at Cersei High a little bit better. Our faculty, teachers, and administrators have worked very hard at making the school a safe, challenging, and fun environment to better our educations, and it's always rewarding to build relationships through those kinds of communities.
I definitely agree, Josh. Lucky for us, our very own Owen Summerlin did some reporting to reveal to us some of the unique family ties behind the SHS staff.
Many of you are familiar with the staff here at SHS, but what many of you might not be familiar with are the amount that are actually related to one another. We took a closer look at what it really means to be all in the family.
Mr. Hodges has quite a few family ties here at Cersei High.
Jill Treadway, who teaches economics here, she is my niece, and her mother is my sister. And then Julia Roddy, Miss Roddy, the senior counselor, is my sister. Anybody that's ever seen Miss Roddy knows that I'm the best looking one in the family. So I've been telling kids that for years, and they all look at me and say, "No, sir, you're not." But yeah, that's the kind of the rundown of the family.
Miss Treadway gave us an insight of what it's like to be related to Mr. Hodges.
Growing up, we were really close. He, when I went to my grandparents, he was like, he still lived at home. He was young, and so I would always, he played with us all the time. I was the only girl for a very long time with a whole slew of boys, and so they kind of catered to me a little bit.
Even though they're family, they get the job done. And because of that, there's a stronger bond.
No, we work very well together, very professional. Everybody cares about students, so it's all good.
He's my cousin. His dad is my grandma's sister.
Yeah. So his mom's my cousin.
Yeah, and we're second cousins technically.
I love it though, and I've teased him so much. Like Fisher, which is Mr. Hodges' son, they're in the same. He and Sawyer are in the same grade, and I laugh so hard. He's like, "You guys are gonna have like the most boring high school career ever." I love it because they've got eyes everywhere.
I feel like if I did something wrong, everyone would be like racing to tell my mom, and then I would get in trouble at home a lot quicker and a lot easier than every other kid.
I know he doesn't like that. I know everything. Like I know things like. Students like race to tell me things that he's done in class or something, and so like before he even schools out, I'm like, "Hey Sawyer, I know that." He's like, "Where do you get this information? Like I don't even know people in your classes." But anyway, so he might not like that too much. I love it.
I get to keep my lunch in her fridge in her classroom, and I get to keep like my bags and stuff too, so I don't have to like go to my locker every 5 minutes. And if I need something, like if I forget something at home, she can like go home and get it, or have somebody go get it for me, and that's easier. Like instead of having to call her, because like you can't use your phone in school, so I can just like talk to her in person.
I like being able to come to school with my kid and just seeing him throughout the day. It's fun. I like it.
Everyone does their part to make sure a job well done, but being family is just an added bonus. Back to the news desk.
Thanks, Owen. It's really cool to see these family members devote themselves to helping others strive for educational excellence.
Well said, Brooklyn. So I have to ask your opinion. What was your reaction to the Super Bowl this weekend?
I thought it was pretty funny because my little brother bet his football coach that the Patriots would win, so he had to do plenty of bear crawls first thing in the morning.
Well, is it just me, or am I still waiting for excuses on why the Pats lost?
Well, I bet Jake has a lot to say about this magnificent game and everything else that's going on in the world of sports. Let's pass things over to him.
Good morning, Searcy High School. An exciting week last week filled with action-packed sports. Let's get right into it. Last Friday was a hard-fought and controversial victory for the Morrilton Devil Dogs women and men's teams when they played the Searcy Lions. The Lady Lions lost their game 67-51, while the men lost theirs 61-51. Lion TV was able to make it to the game, so let's jump into those highlights.
Province goes inside to Hicks, loses it, but Latiana Floyd's there. She recovers and scores. 6 points for Latiana Floyd. A hot start for her so far for the game. Jessica Rose layup, no good. Rebound by Latiana Floyd, inside. She's fouled and one. To Hicks on the wing. She drives, she's got the layup and good. Freddie inside out to right for three. Got that one. Ahead of Alcorn, almost got stolen to Branch. To Hicks, and Hicks, it rolls around. Hicks got it to go. Fake at Chino deep three. In there and good. Scott Ashatino with the 3-point basket.
Both teams looked to bounce back yesterday against the Greenbrier Panthers. Due to timing, we have not had an update on that game from last night, so we hope both teams are able to come out on top. The next home game for the Lions will be Friday against the Bologna Eagles starting at 6 p.m. This will be the last home game before senior night, which will be Tuesday, so we hope everyone can make it out and cheer on the Lions to victory. We caught up with one of the teammates to get their thoughts on the season coming to an end.
Just coming in with a higher intensity in practice and being after it more, making sure that we stay focused and win out the rest of our games, our conference games. Just build on team chemistry more than ever. Just to try to win out everything and hopefully go to state.
In national sports, the most highly anticipated game of the year arrived Sunday, February 4th. That's right, it was the Puppy Bowl number 14. It was a heated matchup between Team Fluff and Team Rough, with Team Fluff winning a nail-biter by a score of 52-47. The Puppy Bowl MVP award went to the one and only Bear, while the Underdog award went to Mr. Wigglesworth. It was 2 fun-filled, action-packed hours of puppy football, with Caleb Jr., who was a rescue dog from Puerto Rico after Hurricane Maria, locking up the win for Team Fluff. Oh yeah, the Eagles also beat the Patriots in Super Bowl 52 with Nick Foles being the MVP. Well, Cersei, that's what's been barking up the tree in sports this previous upcoming week. Have a paw-tastic day, Cersei. Let's fetch Josh and Brooklyn at the news desk.
Thanks, Jake, for that final feature on today's episode of Lion TV.
And in closing, it's worth mentioning your Lion TV production you likely saw last Thursday morning. Our comedy show mockumentary, The Studio, is a project we've been very excited to share with all of you, and we can definitely expect more episodes to come as fast as our own Blake Farley can write them.
But until then, you can catch our first episode as well as many episodes of Lion TV and Channel 423 online. Just go to www.cerseiLionPress.com and click on the Lion TV logo to go to our webpage. And while you're there, make sure to check out Hassan Majid's story on a vibrant masterpiece that's sure to bring some new life to downtown Cersei in 2018.
Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Lion TV and on Instagram and Facebook at Cersei Lion TV. Signing off, I'm Brooklyn Morgan.
And I'm Josh Cremines. Have a great day, Cersei. We'll see you again back on Friday.